It all began when I decided to renovate my home. I had been planning a new deck and some landscaping improvements for months. Everything was perfectly legal. I had permits, approvals, and a contractor who knew exactly what he was doing. But HOA Karen, of course, had other ideas. From the moment she saw the construction crew at my property, she started complaining. She claimed that my deck would ruin the neighborhood aesthetic and insisted that I stop the renovation immediately. She even threatened to call the HOA board and file a formal complaint. I tried to remain calm and continue the work legally, but Karen was relentless. One afternoon, while the contractor and his crew were measuring the foundation for the new deck, Karen appeared at the edge of the property, arms crossed, ready to escalate the situation. She started pointing out every minor detail she could find, hoping to intimidate us into stopping the project. That's when things took a surprising turn. My contractor, who had been working in the neighborhood for years, recognized something unusual about Karen's own backyard. While measuring my property, he noticed that Karen's deck, which she always bragged about as perfectly fine, was actually built without permits and in violation of HOA regulations. He quietly documented the situation with photos and measurements. When Karen threatened to report us to the HOA again, my contractor calmly mentioned that the HOA might want to inspect her property too. Suddenly, Karen's confident, bullying demeanor faltered. The HOA got involved, and an inspection revealed that her deck was indeed illegal. She had to remove part of it and pay a fine for not obtaining the proper permits. The irony was hard to miss. Karen had spent weeks trying to stop a fully legal renovation, only to have her own illegal construction exposed in the process. The neighborhood couldn't help but notice the situation, and whispers about the deck fiasco spread quickly. Meanwhile, my renovation continued smoothly. My contractor built the deck exactly to code, and it became one of the highlights of my property. Karen, on the other hand, learned a harsh lesson about hypocrisy and trying to control other people's legal property projects. From that day forward, she kept a low profile, and I could finally enjoy my home without her constant interference. Karma had a way of balancing the scales, and in this case, it came in the form of a contractor exposing her own illegal deck while defending mine.